it's hard not to get caught up in the momentum of the day's demands. I mean, it's hard work being a human being. And it's hard to keep up with all. It's complicated. It's complicated. Kind of, how do I handle all this, really? And we get so caught up in it. And we need to, because the implications for not keeping up with it are real. Because people are depending on you in different ways, and it's real. But here's the thing you can start to feel. That if you're not careful, you can start to feel you're skimming over the surface of the depths of your own life. Thomas Merton once said there are some people who never saw a tree until they're ready to saw it down. And they never see themselves except as a commodity to be used. He said, I'm not talking about work. He said, the moment you put a piece of bread in your mouth, you're in the world. Someone had to grow that wheat and make that bread. What's your contribution to the human enterprise? He said, but the problem is we tend to think we are what we do. And therefore we tend to think the more that we do, the more that we are. But notice when you love someone very, 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 very much, the preciousness of who they are is not reducible to anything that they do. Look at a little baby, born how smitten parents are with this tiny little baby holding this baby. And the interesting thing about this baby is it isn't helpful at all. Doesn't do the chores, doesn't do its part. You can't talk out your problem. It's amazing how someone so little can take over the house. But the baby has a value that cannot be calculated because the baby is worth all that God is worth. Seriously. And sometimes we get so buried under the demand, we forget that's true of us too, like that. And so I'm not saying this is easy. It isn't. But I do think sincerity of heart, to find a daily practice, like ground your heart in it with scripture or whatever touches you, your heart this way. Be sincere. Ground your heart. Go out and live it day by day so that you not lose your balance in the demands of things, so you can be present to it with clarity and so on. That's the task, I think, for all of us.